What's up, mi gente? Welcome to another episode of Night Riders Podcast, where we bring you that 411 and all the crazy stuff out there. And man, it's been a crazy week. Well, month really. I may be a little behind. Before we get started, let's have a little moment of silence for the big flood we had a couple of weeks ago. All the kids and children, the adults, everybody who had passed away. Let's have a little moment of silence for them. And because it's if you're not from Texas, I'm pretty sure it didn't even affect you that well. But us people down here in Texas, we timidly try to stick together, even though it may seem like we're diverse. But 100% we stick together and stuff. So I know I donated some money to help out to those people. My company where I work for, we donated some equipment and food, diapers, and stuff to the people out there, to the firefighters that were out there working all this time. They're still working out there. I know I got the update yesterday or 2 days ago that they still were missing 2 bodies. So I'm sure they're still out there working and everything. So if you haven't donated, please donate to Kerr County. I'll put a link on the description when I upload this video so that you can go out there and donate. And if you can't donate money, that's fine. At least try to go to your local, wherever your local at, and see if they can donate clothes or whatever to the people out there, because this is one of the biggest tragedies, floods that I've seen alive. I've only been alive 30 years. And even the local peoples out there said, some of them said that they lived in that town, I think it was San Angelo or New Braunfels around, because I know it's the Guadalupe River, but the Guadalupe River is pretty big. It goes through a lot of towns. They said they lived there 30-some years, and it's never been that bad for them. So this is obviously something new for all those people. And for all the guys out there that's saying that this was like a planned attack or something, come on, yeah. I don't know, man. You guys can believe whatever y'all believe, but I know there's the rumors about HAARP and that the government kind of controls the weather and stuff, but honestly, I only believe there's only one person that controls the weather, and that's the man above. But if you want to believe that they got it set up like that, that's fine. You know, you believe what you want, but don't try to put all that stuff out there for other people, especially when people are in time of hurt and stuff. You know, let these people get past this tragedy and then come out and say whatever you want to say. Like, for instance, I don't know if it's true or not. You know, I saw this in the video, and there's 100% sure that you cannot always trust everything that's on Facebook or TikTok. And in social media, regardless, there's 100% sure you can't always trust everything. And I saw this video where this lady claims that people were commenting that the Texas flood, what happened is because the people deserve it for those who voted for Trump, who voted for the Republican Party in the House. People deserved it and all that. And that has to be honestly, that has to be the biggest ridiculous thing that I've ever seen. Like I said, I don't know if it's true, because anything that popped up for the flood, I always went straight to the comments and see if actually people were saying that. And I didn't really see much of those type of comments. I did see some stuff that, like I said, that people saying that this was a planned attack and stuff. So because we didn't get, nobody got notified. It was just out of blue that the flood just came out of nowhere. And if you lived in Texas in 2021 when we had that big ice, I call it ice age, but it was that big freeze, and I think Ted Cruz was something. I'm not big on politicians, so I'm not 100% sure of everybody's titles and stuff, but Ted Cruz was something big during the time, and right before the big freeze happened, he had taken off. Him and his family had taken off to vacation somewhere where it was nice. I think the Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico or something. It was a nice area away from all us freezing and stuff. And that's why I'm guessing these people had to be living here in Texas, somewhere here in Texas, and that's why they were saying that this was a planned attack and stuff. Look, like I said, you believe what you want to believe. I think that's kind of ridiculous, but I was just lost kind of track of what I was talking about there. But don't bring it up right now, man. Everybody's in the time of need right now. So, I was talking about the video. I was talking about the lady in the video. My bad. Got a little sidetracked. My brain is all over the place right now. But yeah, so I saw that it was in the video that people were saying that this happened because people voted for Trump and stuff. Look, I don't know what your politician is. You believe what you want to believe. But if you honestly believe that this happened because people voted for Trump, man, honestly, I think we're lost as a nation. We're lost as humans. We're lost as completely just everything, man. Because how are you just going to sit here and say that they deserve it because they voted for Trump? Like, just because what they believe politician-wise, you're gonna put this type of stuff on these people? Like, come on, man. You gotta think better than that. And honestly, I don't even think you going to church is going to help you out on that, because obviously what I'm seeing is obviously you believe that presidents is bigger than Jesus and God himself. So I just think you just need to rethink about what you have going on and stuff. So, but just stick to your. Don't comment stuff, man. Just if something bothers you, just keep scrolling. Don't let that get to you or anything. So, but yeah, let's try to help out as people we can. Tragedy happens a lot. We just recently lost 3 big celebrities from the 80s. Hulk Hogan today, Ozzy Osbourne a couple days ago, and the day right before Ozzy is Marcus Mall from the Cosby Show. So obviously something's going on. So we gotta get right within each other, get everything situated and stuff. So. Because it's like I said, life is short, man. Life is really short, and if we're out here attacking each other with all this, it's an obvious thing that if people want to believe that it's a planned attack or something, it's an obvious attack that they just don't even care about us or something, So it's really us against them. And what I mean by them is probably these politicians or something, It's really they. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the best way to put this, but I'm not 100% sure. But what I do know is there's been a lot of population control where, they're trying to control people having birth, the high birth control, the shots. Apparently, some shots mess up with people's genes and stuff, and causes them to, it just messes them up, and then causes them to not be able to produce children and all that. So I don't know. This is just a big back and forth, but I think that's what's going on is population control, because apparently since the early 2000s has been this big old issue about America is getting way too overpopulated and it's getting way too crowded and stuff. I don't know all that. I do know, like I was just talking to Mike, the producer, when I come to Woodlands, Woodlands is crazy packed compared to how it was five years ago when I used to come over here a lot of work. And on my way up here today, it was just like, oh my God. Like I had never seen this much traffic here. So that's probably one thing, that it's overpacked and stuff. But like I said, man, who knows? Everybody's got their own kind of belief and stuff. So you do, but I mean, we just gotta do better as humans. We just gotta stick together and stuff. So if you think the Democrat Party is better than the Republican, hey man, just you believe that, you do you. If these people believe the Republicans better than Democrats, let them believe it, man. You can't just get mad about people choosing the parties they want. Because honestly, it don't matter both sides. Because let's put it this way: Biden, quote unquote, let certain amount of people in from the Mexican border, tons, 100 some thousand people were coming in every week, and now. He was letting all the people in, which I think it was an excuse. Honestly, now that all this has been happening, I think that was an excuse for Trump to come in as office and say we're going to deport all these people. But it was really an excuse to just deport, to change up the ways they want to do for people to get their citizenship here in America and all that. But the massive deportation was a big excuse for them to do all these changes, because there's a lot of changes going on now. There's I don't know exactly 100% sure if it's because some people are saying you got to wait a long time. Some people are saying they have to go back and then wait maybe 2 years and then they're able to come back. Some people are saying it's faster. So it's a lot of different speculations going on about this, but obviously it's changing, and I think that's what it all was. And like I'm trying to say, it was really planned out. I think, in my point of view, it was planned out. The Democrats opened the door, brought them all in, just so the Republicans can say we're going to toss them back out. But it gave them that reason. Tossing them out gave them that reason to change it up and stuff. So it was really, I guess my point of view, what I'm trying to say is these two parties, two wings, but they're on the flying through the same head. They're together. And the media and stuff, they're making it seem like they're going against each other for us, but they're really not. They're just planning it all out for us. It's a circus parade for them, and we're just the audience watching all this. So we just got to watch out, man. You just got to really be more careful about everything. So, and another biggest thing that we got to watch out for is all these Ozempic shots. I've seen a lot. I actually got notifications. I didn't know how the heck they got my number, but I actually was getting text messages from some people saying they were having a big sale Ozempics. And I was just like, damn, I know I got big, but I'm not that big to be needing those type of shots. But obviously, I'm guessing to somebody out there, I am that big. So, but they're offering it. They were telling me it was like 60% on sale. And then honestly, I never really looked into Ozempic. After that text message, I started looking into it. And I've seen some people use it, and it works. It is like a magic trend. Some people say they lost like 60 pounds within a week or two. And I think you got to take 3 shots once a week for them. So 60 pounds, man, that's a lot of weight they're losing. I'm like, wow, how big do you got to be? But so what I want to say is, before you get those shots or something, before anything, like Kennedy said, because Kennedy, the one, Robert Kennedy Jr., the one who's in charge of the food. His voice is cracked up, and he said that it was due to a shot in the 90s. And he always recommends everyone to look into what they're putting in our body and stuff. And that is true, because I've seen some studies about the shots that they give kids, because when you have a child, you have to give them their shots. It's like 7-8 shots. And you always want to know what they're going to put in their body, because some of those shots, I've seen some studies. I could probably talk about it on my next episode. But I've seen some studies that are saying that a lot of kids are fine, but then when they get these shots, that's when they start having like these autism problems or learning problems. They're starting to have mentally problems within themselves. So, and the parents are saying, the kids were fine until they got these type of shots. So obviously these shots something's going on with these shots. And one of the biggest guys who donate so much money in shots is Bill Gates. And Bill Gates is known to be one of the guys who are 100% wants to have population control. He wants to have, he's one of the big donators that wants America to control, I guess the government wants to control the population. So obviously he's donating so much money on these shots and stuff. So obviously something's going on. And from what the studies that I've done, Bill Gates has something to do with these COVID shots, or even COVID itself. So he donated so much money for COVID that happened and stuff. So obviously something's going on, and they're distracting us with this big fight, Epstein's files. There's just so much going on in the media that it's obvious that they just don't want us to focus on the main issues and stuff. What are those main issues exactly? I'm not 100% sure, because that's what I'm trying to find out too. Because every time I open up my Facebook or Instagram or whatever news, it's always something about Trump. It's always something about the Democrat Party. It's always something about Epstein's files. They just released the MLK files. Now they want them to release the Epstein's files and stuff. But it's just back and forth. Stephen Colbert lost his show thanks to Trump. So it's always something going back and forth politically wise. And so I just said we just gotta watch out for what they're showing us and stuff, because they're not showing us 100% sure of the truth like they should be. But hey, I guess that's just the American dream. But anyways, let me get back to the Ozempic. You know, when we're going to talk about losing weight and stuff, and I don't know what you're thinking, Big A, how you going to sit there and talk about losing weight when you look like a beach ball? And yeah, I look like a beach ball, but I wasn't always this big. You know, 5 years ago, I was 100 pounds lighter. But the big issue, I think, is not the fact that losing weight is hard. I don't think losing weight is hard. I think keeping your weight low, if you have like a big eating problem or something, keeping your weight low was hard. But losing the weight is not that hard. But some people do have trouble. I have seen that. Some people do have trouble. But I have also seen some people do back then was where they staple your stomach. They do the surgery, do the weight loss surgery, and people lost all that weight. But then within a couple months, they gain it all right back. But it's because I'm saying it's how you eat, how you control the way you eat. Excuse me. That's really the big issue for weight loss and stuff. So the Ozempic, the big thing about Ozempic, I was listening on my way home one time. I was listening on the radio, and then there was a small little ad, very short ad, because I'm thinking they don't want you to know, but it was the side effects of Ozempic, and it was I think one or two persons were saying that they got the shot because they wanted to lose weight, but they just couldn't do it, and so they got the shot to help them, but they said they lost the weight, but what they didn't realize is after all that I think one guy said his liver wasn't working right no more. He had he was close to having liver damage, and I'm not a doctor or anything, but if you have liver damage, that's a big issue through your health the rest of your life. So that's one of the things I'm saying you got to watch out, man, and don't always trust everything, because don't always trust another, and I've seen a bunch of people take these shots, and they lost a lot of weight, and they look good, don't get me wrong, and I'm happy for them. But I know that when I got the messages, it's like, it is tempting, because it's like, man, I could lose weight without having to work out, without having to eat healthy or anything, without having to do the big things that actually make your body feel good and be healthy. So it is a big temptation to do that. But if you go through that, you don't know the risks. You don't know whether your body is ever going to take it or not, because there is some shots that could mess you up. And then I don't know about, because like I said, I never got those type of shots. I never really did that type of stuff. I always, if I wanted to lose weight, I just control the way I eat and just went to the gym and worked out. Or if you don't have money for gym and stuff, go to a public area where you can walk around and just do a couple. You don't have to. It's best to run, but you don't have to run. Just walk, maybe 30 minutes, or even less, 10, 15 minutes a day. Just walk around, do a couple of laps, walk around. That's a start. So, and then just drink plenty of water. Water, I think. One of the things that my grandpa always told me is he would always drink a lot of water. Way before his meal, he would drink a lot of water, so he will feel full, so that when it came time to eat, he wouldn't stuff himself that much, because he was already so full with water that he just took a couple bites, and that was it. Maybe work for some of you guys if you want to try that out. I know that's what he did his whole life, and if God lets him be, if he makes it to December of 2026, he'll be 100 years old. So, and if you can try it out and work it, but my thing is, like, I mean, I'm not saying don't take the shot or anything, but all I'm saying is look into it before you actually get the shot. You know, if you know a couple of doctors, get their opinions about this stuff. You know, if it's actually good for you and all that. And I know right now it's kind of hard to trust these doctors and stuff because I actually went to a doctor last month, and 3 months ago and last month. But 3 months ago they told me that I was fine, I was good. I mean, my vitamin D was a little low, that I needed to get drink some vitamin D medicine or be out in the sun a lot more. But they said other than that, everything was good. My high cholesterol and everything, diabetes was again there, but they said it was not enough to go up there. Come next month, and I think because I updated my insurance because I have put my daughter in my insurance now. So now that I knew my daughter was going to be in my insurance, so I updated everything to the most expensive stuff. You know, I had the everything was expensive because my insurance now is expensive as heck. But I think that's what, because now last month they told me I have high cholesterol, I have high diabetes. They said I needed. I'm in the for high cholesterol. I'm right on the edge of getting that pill, which is the pills. High blood pressure. High blood pressure. I'm on the edge for getting the pill, and that's from what experience of my parents tell me. That's one of the most dangerous things because once you're on the pill, if you can't get your blood pressure down or anything, if you stop taking that pill, that's where you may never wake up again. So they told me that I'm all that, and I was just like, "What the heck? Wait a minute! 3 months ago, y'all said I was 100% fine, and now out of nowhere, I'm all this. Like my health is crazy. They told me I can't eat no more red meat, which that's gonna be hard for me to do because I love red meat. And then they told me I need to control my drinking, which I do need to control it, but still, it's like, what the heck? Well, I was just like shocked, you know, and that's when I started looking onto all this stuff. And then that's when I got the message about Ozempic. Maybe my own doctor gave me up and sent my number to these people saying, hey, you know, we're offering these Ozempic stuff. But I was just like, what the heck is going on? And so that's what I'm doing right now is trying to control everything, trying to drink more water and stuff. But is it really my health, or is it just because my insurance went up and now they just want more money? Because that's one of the things that I also know is that when doctors, when they know you have a good insurance, they're gonna try to milk everything they can for you to get for them to get all that money. I know some people who had cancer and then went through chemo and all that, and they said they felt like they really didn't even need to go through all that because they felt like that was just them just to get the money out of the insurance. Is it true or not? I don't know, but that's just from what I was, talking to the person about it, and so, and that made me realize, I was like, wow, because now 3 months ago I was fine, and then now out of nowhere, my health is not that very good. But the only cute thing is that my insurance is now very high, or the coverage is higher than what it was 3 months ago. So it's like, I mean, that's kind of the common thing. So we just got to watch out, man. We just got to do better for ourselves. And like I said, just do better research on everything you're going to do out there. And again, man, if you have so much hate, man, just keep the hate to yourself. Don't put it out there for everybody to see and stuff, especially when people are down right now. And like I said, man, this flood, it ain't got to do with none of whatever people are saying it's got to do. It's a natural disaster, and it's just help out all them people out there that need the help. And so let's just be better humans, man, because you don't want to close those eyes and then get that bad judgment. So I mean, some people may be excited to go down below now that Ozzy Osbourne's out there. No, I'm just playing. But thank you guys. Thank you guys who watched this far out. thank you for all the support and love. And next week I will have my first visitor here on my free podcast center. Looking forward to that. He is one of our Huntsville's big entrepreneurs. He is what's that word? He's known more for his he rents out moonwalks. He's known for jump moonwalks. That's one of his biggest things that he's known for in Huntsville and Conroe. He's all over Facebook if you see him. So I'm happy to introduce him to you guys. So we'll see y'all next weekend. All right, thank y'all.